Welcome back. Well, human trafficking is often an issue swept under the rug by victims who suffer from it in fear of retaliation from traffickers or law enforcement. But one local organization is giving a voice to those whose stories often go unheard. Joining me now, we have Diane Bazell and Jane Kaput with Lexington chapter of Hadassah. Ladies, thanks for joining us. First, before we get into your organization and what you guys do, maybe give the people at home a few statistics about human trafficking.
Well, thank you, Eric, first of all, for having us on here. This is such an important subject, and most people don't really, doesn't get the attention that it merits. It's been estimated that every year over 20 million men, women, and children are recruited, abducted, transported, or harbored for the purpose of exploiting them, either through their labor or sexual exploitation, even in some cases organ procurement. And it's been estimated to be the second most lucrative crime besides drug trafficking in the world. It's transnational in every country in the United States and in every state, even in our Commonwealth. And our organization, Hadassah, is going to be sponsoring a panel discussion a week from this Sunday. It's open to the public. Sunday the 18th from 2 to 4 o'clock in the afternoon at Temple Hadassah, Israel. And we'll be having various experts from across the state. Allison Taylor from the Attorney General's Office, Maria Castellanos from Catholic Charities of Louisville, and Kim Edwards, who's a nationally known Kentucky author, but is also on the board of The Well, which is an organization that supports survivors of trafficking, to help us learn more about what goes on here in Kentucky, and also to help us as lay people know how we can combat. I think
it's a subject that, like we said earlier, doesn't get enough attention for sure. And you guys have been doing this for years now. Give us a little history lesson of kind of what you guys do on a day-to-day basis.
Well, we have the Lexington chapter of Hadassah. Hadassah is a worldwide organization, volunteer organization. It's the largest women's volunteer organization in the world. Essentially, we support a couple of hospitals in Israel, and then we take on local issues. And one of our national issues that's kind of filtering down to the local level is human trafficking. And but locally, we have about 330 members.
Oh, wow.
Women and male members are called associates. So we have several of those. And
well, very neat.
It is.
Now, is there anyone in particular you suggest maybe check out your kind of conference that you have going on? Anyone that really need, that you think would be a great fit for the event?
Well, there's no single face that offenders have. You can be individual. You can be a loosely organized syndicate or cartel, small family businesses. I think did we all hear that a woman was arrested recently in Lexington for human trafficking with her domestic worker? You don't know. More victims are female than male, but there's certainly men and boys as well as women and girls who are trafficked. And interestingly, there's been federal legislation passed in 2000 and more recently expanded. But Kentucky is one of the states with the most comprehensive and strongest and well-regarded pieces of legislation in the country. And I think part of that is in training law enforcement and social workers. But I wouldn't limit it to that. I would say that anyone who wants to know more about how to recognize potential victims, how to recognize the issue.
It's a great opportunity
it's an opportunity to learn more of the community, of what's going on, of the issue in general, and Kentucky's role in combating it.
Now we are tight on time. Easiest way to find out more information about Hadassah and what's going on in this community is to go where?
You can go to www.hadassah.org.
You can see that on the bottom of our screen.
There's a hotline, I don't know if you have it, for human trafficking issues.
Let's see. That's not the number,
No,
but that's, I guess, our local number. There is a hotline for the council for the Center for Human Trafficking, but...
Ladies, I'm sorry I got to
Okay,
cut you
it's
off,
fine.
but thank you for
Okay.
stopping by.
Oh,
I
thanks
appreciate
so
it.
much.
Oh, appreciate
Okay.
it. Well, I
I really
hope you get a
appreciate
great
it.
turnout.
Okay.
That's
Thank
all we
you.
have. Everyone have a fun and safe weekend. News starts again at 5.